Deep within the rugged mountains of Ethiopia's AMHARA region, a tale of ancient secrets, hidden treasures, and a relentless pursuit of power has been whispered for centuries. At the heart of this enigma lies the elusive Books of Enoch, texts said to contain knowledge that could reshape our very understanding of the universe. But who is truly seeking these enigmatic texts, and for what purpose? Legend has it that the Books of Enoch were written by Enoch, a revered patriarch from the Old Testament, who was said to have been taken up to heaven by God. These texts are believed to contain revelations about the creation of the world, the fall of angels, advanced technology, medicine, the coming of the Messiah, and more. Their profound and enigmatic nature has made them a source of fascination for scholars and conspiracy theorists alike, fueling the flames of intrigue that have surrounded them for centuries. In the 19th century, the British government, driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire for global dominance, launched a covert operation to seize the Books of Enoch from Emperor Tewodros of Ethiopia, who was believed to possess the information of the whereabouts of these secret books. Their motives were shrouded in secrecy, their methods unorthodox. Spies disguised as tourists and missionaries infiltrated the region, attempting to gain access to the ancient texts. But their plan got a huge challenges from the people and their emperor. After many failed attempts to recover the Book of Enoch, finally the British invaded Ethiopia, and after a bloody war, they tried to make Emperor Tewodros to surrender. However, their efforts were thwarted when the emperor, rather than surrender his prized possessions, took his own life. This tragic demise only served to intensify the British obsession with the Books of Enoch, fueling their determination to acquire them at any cost. After the war, the British took around 3 ships full of Ethiopian ancient wisdom book, in the hope that they might find what they want: the Book of Enoch. In recent years, the quest for the Books of Enoch has taken on a new dimension with the rise of Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Some believe that Prime Minister Ahmed, under the influence of foreign powers, is secretly orchestrating the recovery of the Books of Enoch in exchange for political and financial support. Rumors abound of secret meetings with powerful figures, of covert operations conducted under the cloak of darkness. The allegations have raised concerns about the Prime Minister's motives and the potential impact of his actions on Ethiopia's future. Adding to the intrigue surrounding Prime Minister Ahmed is his close relationship with the Vatican. He has made several secretive visits to the Holy See, where he is believed to have met with Pope Francis himself. The Pope, a known supporter of homosexuality, is said to have given Prime Minister Ahmed a command to find the Books of Enoch. These clandestine meetings and the alleged papal directive have fueled speculation about the Vatican's involvement in the quest for the ancient texts. In the midst of this web of intrigue stands Daniel Kibret, a deacon and an advisor to Prime Minister Ahmed. Kibret, an AMHARA by ethnicity and Orthodox by faith, is seen by some as a right-hand man of the Prime Minister with a profound influence on his decisions. His close relationship with Prime Minister Ahmed has led to suspicions about his role in the quest for the Books of Enoch. Some believe that Kibret may be acting as a conduit for foreign influence, using his position to advance the agendas of those seeking the ancient texts. Prime Minister Ahmed's recent war with the AMHARA people, a regional group in Ethiopia, has also raised eyebrows. Most people believe that the war is not just about ethnic conflict, but also a strategic diversion to allow Prime Minister Ahmed to focus on his quest for the Books of Enoch without scrutiny. The allegations suggest that the war is a smokescreen, a carefully orchestrated distraction to conceal the Prime Minister's true motives and allow him to pursue the ancient texts undisturbed. An ancient Amharic mythology book called Fikare Iesus adds another layer of intrigue to the story. The book foretells the rise of a second Tewodros, destined to complete the unfinished mission of the first Tewodros, to restore Ethiopia to its former glory and make it a superpower. Some believe that Prime Minister Ahmed sees himself as this prophesied figure and that his pursuit of the books of Enoch is driven by a desire to fulfill this destiny. The prophecy adds a mystical element to the story, suggesting that Prime Minister Ahmed's actions may be guided by forces beyond our understanding. The darker side of the quest for the books of Enoch involves the alleged extreme measures taken by Prime Minister Ahmed to find the ancient texts. Whispers have emerged of monks being targeted and even killed in an effort to extract information about their location. These rumors paint a disturbing picture of a prime minister willing to resort to violence to achieve his goals. The allegations have cast a shadow over his leadership and raised concerns. The quest for the books of Enoch is a story of hidden knowledge, power, and betrayal. It is a story that has been playing out for centuries, and it is a story that is still unfolding today. The fate of the books of Enoch hangs in the balance, and it is up to the people of Ethiopia to decide whether or not to share their secrets with the world. As the world watches with bated breath, the questions linger. Who is truly seeking the books of Enoch, and for what purpose? Will the truth ever be revealed? Or will the books of Enoch remain shrouded in mystery forever? We invite you to share your thoughts and theories in the comments section below. Let us delve deeper into this captivating enigma and unravel the secrets that lie hidden within the book of Enoch. Together, we may uncover the truth that has eluded us for so long.
The federal government had every right to deploy federal security forces and use force in order to apprehend.
Let's take a closer look at the man in question, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Hailing from a humble background, Abiy ascended to the zenith of Ethiopian politics, promising a new era of peace and prosperity. Yet his tenure has been marred by controversy and conflict, leading many to question who he truly serves. The theory that's been whispered in hushed tones is that Abiy is no more than a puppet. Not a puppet to another nation or a political ideology, but a puppet to the global elite. A pawn in a game that transcends national borders and political affiliations, a game that's been in play for centuries. But who are the puppeteers pulling the strings? The answer, some say, may be as old as time itself. Enter the Reptilians, a race of ancient shape-shifting humanoids who've been allegedly controlling human society from the shadows. These beings are said to be incredibly intelligent and powerful, with a thirst for human blood that they believe grants them eternal youth. They seem to be the stuff of science fiction, yet their presence has been suggested in countless cultures throughout history. So, how does Abiy fit into this grand cosmic chessboard? The theory posits that Abiy, under the influence of these reptilians, is orchestrating a series of events to ensure a steady supply of what these creatures crave most, human blood. His policies, his actions, all leading to a single chilling end to feed the reptilian overlords. Could our Prime Minister be a servant to these cold-blooded controllers? As we delve deeper into the unfolding narrative, we'll examine the evidence, the patterns, and the chilling possibilities that suggest that our world is not as it seems. Stay with us as we unravel the threads of this grand conspiracy, a tale of puppets and puppeteers, of power and its price. Since assuming power, Abiy's actions have been ruthless and unrelenting. Let's take a closer look at his reign of terror. Abiy Ahmed, as the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, has waged a relentless war against the TIGRAY and AMHARA people, descendants of the Solomonic dynasty. A fierce onslaught that has left countless lives shattered, homes destroyed, and a nation divided. The international community has not turned a blind eye to his actions.
Observers, thank you for this opportunity to brief the Council on the work of the UN International Commission of Human Rights Experts on Ethiopia.
Numerous human rights organizations have raised their voices against Abiy, labeling his actions as gross human rights abuses. From forced displacements to extrajudicial killings, his crimes against humanity are glaring. But what drives Abiy's bloodlust? Why does he seem so determined to spill the blood of Ethiopia's youth, especially those from the Solomonic lineage? The answer may lie in a chilling connection between Abiy and the alleged reptilians. According to some theories, reptilians, these shape-shifting humanoid creatures, need regular infusions of human blood, especially those blood that comes from Solomonic blood lineage. In our case, the Tigray and AMHARA peoples, to maintain their youth and power. And it is believed that Abiy has been providing them with a steady supply of this vital resource, a resource derived from the very heart of Ethiopia, its young and vibrant populace. This paints a disturbing picture, doesn't it? Are the lives of Ethiopia's youth being sacrificed to satiate the bloodlust of these ancient beings? Is the blood spilled in this brutal conflict not just a result of political power play, but a calculated move to fulfill the needs of these reptilians? The atrocities committed by Abiy, the relentless war, the human rights abuses, they all seem to align into a sinister pattern when viewed through the lens of this theory. The bloodshed doesn't seem senseless anymore. It seems purposeful, planned, and driven by a dark, hidden agenda. Is the blood of Ethiopia's youth the fuel for these reptilian rituals? This chilling question lingers, casting a shadow of doubt over Abiy's true intentions and stoking the flames of one of the most intriguing conspiracy theories of our time. Abiy's policies have created a bleak future for Ethiopian youth. He has tinkered with the national exam, making it more challenging, and has manipulated the job market, making it harder for young people to find gainful employment.
30,034 ተማሪ ነበረ ባለፈው ያለፈው ያ ደግሞ 3.3 በመቶ ነበረ ከተፈተኑት ውስጥ አጠቃላይ ያለፈው 3.3 በመቶ ነበር በ2015 ያለፉት በአጠቃላይ 27267 and ከተፈተነው ተማሪ ከ50 በመቶ በላይ ያመጣው 3.2 በመቶ ብቻ so more or less the same በጣም ትንሽ.
These changes aren't just the result of poor policy making. They're deliberate, calculated moves designed to make the youth more dependent on the government. And what happens when you're dependent on someone or something? You're at their mercy, you're vulnerable, you're open to manipulation and control. Now, here's where our theory takes a darker turn. What if this dependence isn't just a political strategy, but a trap? A trap designed to ensnare the youth in a deal with the reptilians, a deal that promises a better life, but delivers nothing but despair. Imagine the desperation of these young people, driven into the hands of a government that doesn't have their best interests at heart, offered a lifeline only to have it turn into a noose, promised a better life only to be used as a source of nourishment for a race of ancient bloodthirsty beings. Are our young people being sacrificed for a better life that never comes? Abiy's true intentions may not be in the interest of the Ethiopian people. This statement opens a Pandora's box of possibilities that tie into the hushed whispers of conspiracy theorists around the globe. The puppet strings of Abiy Ahmed, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, may not be held by mere politicians or world leaders. They may be in the hands of a race far more ancient, far more sinister, the reptilians. It is suggested that Abiy's agenda is not centered around the prosperity of Ethiopia, but rather the service of these shape-shifting entities. Why else would he enact policies that seem to drain the vitality from his nation's youth, or wage ruthless wars against his own people? The answer could very well lie in the cold-blooded grip of the reptilians. Their alleged craving for human blood, their supposed source of youth and power, could be the driving force behind Abiy's ruthless actions. But what can the Ethiopian people do in the face of such a daunting conspiracy? The answer is vigilance and skepticism. They must question Abiy's actions, his motivations, his alliances. They must not accept the narrative that is spoon-fed to them by the government, but rather seek out the truth for themselves. In the end, the Ethiopian people must awaken to the possible reality of Abiy's true allegiance. The future of Ethiopia may very well depend on their ability to see through the deception and uncover the truth. The connection between Abiy Ahmed and the reptilians is chilling, but it's one we cannot ignore. We've traveled a path shrouded in shadows, a journey that has exposed a puppet leader, an ancient race of reptilians, and the heartbreaking sacrifice of Ethiopia's youth. The evidence is mounting, the suspicions growing. Abiy's ruthless actions, the unexplained bloodlust, the manipulative tactics to ensnare the youth, all point towards a sinister plot. This is not just about political power, it's about a game far more ancient, far more dangerous. So, dear Ethiopians, we urge you to remain vigilant. Question everything, the words of your leaders, the actions of your government, the stories that are woven to lull you into acceptance. Only through questioning can we hope to unveil the truth. Stand up, Ethiopia, question your leader, for the future of our country may depend on it.